with the Paris bar, with the Slovakian bar, just yesterday with the Amsterdam bar, which we're very proud. We've built relationships with London, strengthened our relationship with the Berlin bar, so we see a lot of our lawyers become active internationally. I think this is something we can definitely be proud of over the past year. I would particularly like to thank our friends at the Warsaw Bar Association of Attorneys as well, because we organized another conference. Some of you were present there, the Fédération de Barreaux d'Europe. It took place in Warsaw as well, and it was a great pleasure to cooperate with our colleagues. And the World City Bar Leaders Conference is perhaps the best example of that kind of international cooperation. Next, all right, we're getting to it. We had a bit of a crisis 3 years ago when our dean was charged with very serious offenses. He resigned, and this created an atmosphere of distrust vis-a-vis our profession. This was detrimental, not centrally to our profession, but most importantly to the system of protection of rights and freedoms. Our profession needs to be trusted in order to effectively perform our duties in protecting rights and freedoms. So we've been doing a lot of work to rebuild that trust. We've been creating open events like a picnic, fairs in which we meet and participate in events involving society, Warsaw Society, the residents of Warsaw, and we're trying to rebuild our image as a professional group that is worthy of their trust. So we've been doing a lot of, I guess what you would call PR work to rebuild that trust. And we're seeing its effects ultimately, mainly thanks to cooperation with non-governmental organizations, with civic society. It would be disingenuous to speak of the last year without making reference to the continuation of what is euphemistically called the reform of the legal system. Advocates of our bar have been very involved over the past year in the further struggle to counter these measures reforming the legal system, which are in fact aimed at strengthening the executive at the cost of the judiciary. And we've been creating legal opinions, we've been filing amicus briefs, and we've been meeting with non-governmental organizations, journalists, civil society in order to explain why the independent judiciary is important, why the rule of law is important, and why these specific actions of the executive and legislative are detrimental to the system of protection of rights and freedoms. Perhaps most notably, more and more of our lawyers are personally involved in litigation, which is aimed at prosecutors, lawyers, but most of all judges who have stepped forth, as the Human Rights Ombudsman said today, to protect the Constitution and the rule of law. Very many of our judges are being targeted by specific disciplinary proceedings, which are initiated by politically controlled disciplinary prosecutors. 2 years ago, we were warning civil society, we were saying that the reforms enable the Minister of Justice to appoint these hand-picked and controlled prosecutors or judicial prosecutors to instigate disciplinary proceedings and target judges who are courageous in their defense of rights and freedoms. And now we see that warning coming to fruition. We were unfortunately right. We have identified over 200 proceedings, disciplinary proceedings throughout Poland, in which judges are being targeted by the central prosecuting authority, which is subject to the Ministry of Justice. And it's intended, above all, to bring about a chilling effect among judges. If you, as a judge, criticize the state in an area that is considered vulnerable or touchy from the point of view of the government, you will be targeted by disciplinary proceedings. That is the message being put forth. And the reason I say this is I'm very, very proud that so many members of our bar take part in defending these judges. We defend them in judicial proceedings. We represent them in tax verification and anti-corruption verification proceedings. We represent them in civil proceedings. 5 years ago, you had told us that we would, some of us, be representing 10, 12, 15 judges in our legal portfolios. We would have thought it would be, crazy. But that is the reality, and I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to the attorneys at law, to the advocates who are so engaged in defending judges. Let's hope we don't need to do it to this degree in the years to come.